We got to talk about Kyler Murray. So after week 11, he's over 2,700 passing yards, 14 passing touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He's only thrown one in his last 7 games. That's terrific for a rookie quarterback. A 64% completion percentage and 418 rushing yards to go along with all that. So due to my team, the Giants, needing a quarterback in 2019, I researched the quarterback class a lot, and I definitely watched a lot of videos on Drew Lock, Kyler Murray, even Daniel Jones, Dwayne Haskins, all those guys. I was absolutely in love with Kyler Murray. The first Giants video I made for the offseason, I came on and said, I want Kyler Murray at number 6 overall. At that point, we were not sure if he was going number 1, but eventually we found out he was. I was disappointed, but it is what it is. So this guy could do everything. I realized it right away. He had a beautiful touch. It reminded me of Russell Wilson in a way, like how Russell Wilson could just loft deep balls and just drop them in the bucket. Kyler Murray has a similar touch, and you have to love that. He was accurate. He had an impressive deep ball for a guy of his size. I mean, he's only 5'9", 5'10", whatever he is, but still has a very nice deep ball. And most importantly, he didn't need much of an offensive line. Like, if you give this guy an average offensive line, he's quick enough and can get out of a lot of sticky situations, so you didn't need he's not a quarterback that relies on an offensive line is what I'm trying to say. So he's definitely the type of quarterback that can disguise a lot of deficiencies you have on your line, so that's why I liked him as well. And of course, how fast he was. His quickness was unbelievable. His acceleration is something I've never seen before. I mean, Lamar Jackson's pretty quick himself. I think those guys are neck and neck, but Kyler Murray, I guess because he's shorter, for some reason just looks faster on TV, so I don't know. Cliff Kingsbury and Kyler Murray were a match made in heaven, in my opinion. I mean, of course, it was very questionable to move on from Josh Rosen after 1 year, but this team definitely made the right choice. You can't look back on it now. And I think once this team gets some more weapons on defense and even the offensive side of the ball, they're going to be very dangerous. I mean, this division for the next 5 to 10 years might be really good. You talk about Seattle still. You talk about the Niners, who are an up-and-coming team, and even the Rams, who seem to be falling off now. I mean, maybe the Rams in the next couple of years will be the worst team in this division. They don't have their own first-round pick for a while, so the Rams might be in the basement in the next couple of years. That'll be interesting to see. But right now, for weapons, they have Christian Kirk, who I do like. He's a really nice player, year 2 receiver who's had some nice games this year. 36-year-old Larry Fitzgerald, but not much beyond that. They have Farrell Cooper, Keyshawn Johnson, Trent Sherfield, Charles Clay, Andy Isabella somewhere buried on the bench all the time, and even Max Williams at tight end. So I think once this team gets a few more pieces, not even a few, but a lot more pieces, hopefully the next couple of years, they're going to be very scary. They might be one of the best teams in the NFL. I love Cliff Kingsbury and what they got going on there right now. So the Cardinals have lost 4 straight games, but their offense has scored at least 28 points in each of those games. So you can't blame the offense. You can't blame Kyler Murray for that. Their defense needs to step up, honestly. So they just came off a tough loss at San Francisco on Sunday, but once again, Kyler Murray was very impressive. So let's go over some of his best plays, his best throws, his best runs, and all that kind of stuff. Let's go over those real quick. So this was one of those very, very rare occasions where they called a pass interference after the review. So most of the time they just let the plays go. It's how the rules been this year, but Cliff Kingsbury challenged this play. It was called pass interference. So I believe they're in a cover 3 zone defense here. He's going to go up top to Christian Kirk, who's with Richard Sherman on top of the screen here. And that's what I'm talking about with the perfect ball placement. Outside shoulder, it's perfect. It's called incomplete at first, but they did challenge it eventually. I believe you can see from the replays it was pretty much pass interference. I mean, I've seen worse and they haven't overturned it, especially DeAndre Hopkins' play from this week, but hit him right in the helmet. I mean, it's a perfect throw, honestly. I think the last angle of this throw right here shows you how great of a throw this was on the outside shoulder in a place where only Kirk can get it. So right there is a great example of Kyler Murray putting the ball in the right spot for his receiver to go and get it. So this play wasn't overly impressive or anything like that, but still, it's pretty impressive because the slot corner blitz is going to happen right here, and then he's going to be right in Kyler Murray's face right when he comes off the play action right here. So he realizes Kyler still has the ball, and for a quarterback that's immobile, this is a tough play to make. You still have to set your feet and find an open receiver. So I don't know what's going on up here. I mean, it looks like Richard Sherman thinks it's zone, but it looks like everyone else is playing man defense. So I don't know what was going on with the coverage there. But Kyler sets his feet, kind of throws across his body, and just makes a nice throw to to Christian Kirk for a gain of 11 or 12 yards. But this is the most simple of throws. I mean, it's kind of hard to watch from the other angle that they show. This is a good one. You roll out, you see a corner right in your face here, and it's, he's in a situation where he still has to set his feet and make a throw, but he does it nicely. I mean, you got to give him credit. I've seen rookie quarterbacks screw it up before, even some veteran quarterbacks screw it up before. So Kyler Murray just continues to check all the boxes and make impressive plays. So this throw I watched live, I guess it was on Red Zone when it happened, and it was one of those plays where you're just like, wow, like I cannot believe he just made that throw. So first you have to acknowledge the pressure in his face, so we'll stop it right about here. So there's already guys getting in his face. I think this is D Ford here, DeForest Buckner. Someone over here gets in his face as well, and he has to make this throw to the left side of the field. It was just the most perfect of throws. Hits this guy right in stride, right in the chest. DeFaro Cooper, I believe that is. I mean, this was unbelievable. I believe they're playing man defense here. I think there's two safeties on this play. We'll see where the other one is. I think the other safety on this play was down here somewhere. So basically, he has to fit it between the cornerback covering Cooper right here, and there's another safety not in the picture that's up here. He had to put this in the most perfect of areas, and he just did it somehow. That's terrific. We'll watch from this angle and see if it shows anything better, but you can tell there. You can see the safety a little bit better. So that just had to be in the most perfect spot, and he did it. So Kyler Murray once again with a terrific throw. So this play was very easy for the Cardinals offense. I mean, this linebacker, I think right here, just does the wrong thing. I think he gets caught peeking in the backfield too much and doesn't even worry about Larry Fitzgerald. But I think, if Kyler Murray wasn't the speed threat that he was, I don't think this play might have happened because, I mean, I understand you have to stop the run here, but Kyler Murray also has to be a threat running the ball in the backfield as well. So I don't know what this linebacker was doing, but it's just a nice play set up by Cliff Kingsbury once again. I mean, they got lucky because one defender did not know what was going on here. They did circle him in the broadcast. I mean, Larry Fitzgerald just runs a short curl and just easy. So I love this guy's offense. For some reason, it always seems to work, and Kyler Murray just makes a great throw once again, right in the chest of Larry Fitzgerald, and 6 points for the Cardinals. So I just talked about how I love Cliff Kingsbury's offense. Here's another example right here. They send Christian Kirk in motion to the left here. He's basically just going to be a lead blocker on this play. You have a wide receiver blocking on the outside as well, and it's just a design run for Kyler Murray that picks up, I don't know how many yards this was. Looks like 20-ish, 25-ish, 20-ish yards. Just an awesome play. I think they show a good replay on this one right here. So we'll watch Christian Kirk come across in motion here. He's basically just going to have two lead blockers out here. It's going to be Kirk and the other receiver on the outside. And all Kyler has to do is just beat one guy right here to the outside, and basically just has all the room in front of him to pick up a lot of yards. I mean, he almost found a way to score on this play. Maybe he could have cut it back inside, but you got to be smart as a franchise quarterback, so I agree with everything that happened right there. But you have to love the play calls this guy makes. This is another terrific example of when you have a mobile quarterback, you take advantage of it. So here's the 22-yard Kyler Murray rushing touchdown. It was a great play. They kind of cut it off here. You could see you don't see the very beginning of the play here, but still, Nick Bosa crashes way too hard. Kyler keeps it. Nice block by, I think, Keyshawn Johnson, the wide receiver on the outside. We'll see the replay. It was a nice replay once again. All right, so right here. So you're going to see Nick Bosa just basically crash too hard on Kenyon Drake right here on the read option play. Kyler sees it, pulls it, and right here, Kyler just has to outrun one guy. There's going to be a block over here from Keyshawn Johnson. Does a good enough of a job, and Kyler Murray has the quickness to get to the end zone. So he had a terrific game in this one. I'll let this play out as I say goodbye to you guys. But it was an awesome play. I mean, you got to love what Kingsbury does with this offense. As I said, when you have a quarterback with this quickness, you got to use it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want me to go over some other things from this past, NFL Week 11, then, let me know. I'll go over some of those videos and stuff if you enjoyed this. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.